You're very welcome to the ultimate cottage here in the west of Ireland. My name is Colette O'Neill and I've lived here for 20 years, growing a woodland and a garden, as well as renovating this old cottage. So you're very welcome. Now you might be able to see above my head there's actually a grapevine, and there's masses of grapes grow on this vine. I think last year there was something like about 50 bunches of grapes, which was incredible because this is the west of Ireland, and it doesn't usually go hand in hand with growing grapes. And so the wind started. It was just unexpected, unrecorded. It was yet another one of those blow-in storms from the wild Atlantic Ocean that seemed to bring the very sound of the ocean with it. And it reminded me of when I taught primary school, younger children in London years ago, and how the teachers in the staff room would speak with dread on a morning when the wind seemed to bluster through London, bringing a storm with it. Because everyone knew that the children in the classrooms would be as high as kites. You see, children pick up the energy and seem to flow with it, run with it, swim with it. It's just amazing. You don't even have to hear the wind outside. When you're in a classroom of 30 children and they're aware of the storm, even subconsciously, the classroom becomes chaotic. Now the wind brings chaos, and of course we as humans, we can either catch that wind, catch that chaos, channel it, bring it down into our lives and have that energy infusing us and infusing our lives. And that's what I've been doing. And so I took Patsy out for a walk, and we walked, and Patsy got high as well. Patsy was leaping and jumping around. She got very excited. She picked up the scents of so many little animals as we walked down the driveway. As I said in my previous video, I've taken up walking quite seriously, but also just for the sheer enjoyment. And I've taken up walking in order to get fit, lose some of my excess weight. We all put weight on over the course of the winter, and perhaps I put on a little bit too much. And it's been a wonderful journey so far, and one that I'm not likely to give up anytime soon, because obviously Patsy has to be walked and I need to walk myself. But it's been revelatory, because I'm now up to 12,000 steps a day. I think I'll probably peak at 15. But I continue to lose weight. I've lost another 2 pounds, which is a grand total of 17 pounds so far. And of course, walking does assuage the appetite. I never come back from a walk hungry. I may come back wanting a cup of tea or, put my feet up. but never hungry. And so this is June, and we're heading up towards midsummer, and the flowers are all coming towards their peak. The rhododendrons have been incredible. Reminder to myself to get another one or two and put them into pots. And most of the plants in the pots have grown so well in the couple of months since I started this container garden that I'm now facing the big task of repotting virtually all of them into bigger pots or planting them into the ground. And I'm desperately looking for space because my wonderful woodland and gardens and woodland edges and pond edges seem to be filled to capacity with plants. What a wonderful complaint. And as I look round the container garden, I see such potential for adding little bits like stones and logs and interesting little things from nature that you can sort of put around the containers as a boundary, as a walking edge. Temperatures seem to have been very unpredictable. We have summer one day and spring or autumn the next in terms of actual temperatures. And a lot of people were very concerned, I think, during spring that there was a holding back, a pulling back of the growth period because of this. But in actuality, I mean, everything has just gone crazy in terms of growth. So isn't it wonderful to think that even though nature seemed to be struggling during a very wet late winter and spring, that she has just surpassed herself in bringing everything to life with such abundance. And of course, it's very difficult to get any gardening done in reality other than a quick mow of a path or something, because there's so much to see, there's so much growing. You just can't keep up with her. She is going full steam ahead in her abundance. I love it. It really is a time to get your deck chair out and just sit and with a cup of tea or a drink and just marvel at the sheer beauty of it all. And that brings me on to slow living and to practice taking time out to enjoy what we already have rather than continually seeking for more. That seems to have been the curse of the 21st century, the continual seeking for more rather than appreciating what we have. And it's no wonder that there's been this drive for minimalism, and people want to clear out stuff and hone their lives a little bit to achieve a more desirable way of living. This is impossible to do in nature, by the way. You just have to allow that abundance to come at you and appreciate it, knowing that she will do the big clear up at the end of it. Now, just before I finish, I want to say a huge thank you to those of you who support me on Patreon. I'm blessed by your support and your encouragement. It really needs to be said. And a little bit about the books that I write. You'll find them all listed underneath this video. So thank you so much for visiting, and blessings to you all.